All right, guys. In the event of a natural disaster, a lot of times critical communications infrastructure will go down with the storms and the wind and just everything that comes along with that scenario. You at Icom, though, Mark, you have something that will allow first responders and everyone that needs critical communications to be back online quickly and in a very interesting manner. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got the SAT-100, which is a PTT device that rides on Iridium's satellite network. The device is actually provisioned by Iridium's. It's a really, really cool application, PTT Command Center, that allows for instant coverage, really instant coverage and dynamic coverage allocation. But Toby's going to talk to us about a little bit about that and even show us an example.
Great. The great thing about Iridium's network is that it provides pole-to-pole satellite communication coverage. So no matter where you are guaranteed to have reliable and critical broadcast voice communications. Icom have created a really rugged radio that is being used throughout the world for first response and public safety. In the case of natural disasters, it's important to have tools that enable you to be able to rapidly deploy and know that you have guaranteed coverage no matter where no matter where the coverage area is. What I'd like to showcase is one of those tools. It's the Iridium PTT Command Center. So here is a GUI which shows you a map of the United States. This command center is your direct interface between the radio and Iridium satellite network. From this interface, you're able to manage your devices by adding devices to 15 different talk groups and even clicking and drawing your own talk groups. Here's an example. Right here, I have a rectangle that is shaded in blue. Let's move this over Kansas. As you can see here, the rectangle shows you the dimensions of your coverage area. It has an area of 74,000 kilometers, a width of almost 500 kilometers, and a length of 150 kilometers. That's our first talk group. Now, this talk group itself can be between as small as 17,000 square kilometers, which is, about the size of a metropolitan city. Actually, significantly larger, counting the outside areas. But then you can even break that up into 10 different talk groups. So if you have users who are in different cities, for example, Alaska, maybe you have someone who's in Corpus Christi or the Houston area, you can click and drag and ensure that all of those users have coverage. Now, why is that important? If I need to respond to something within minutes or hours the moment disaster strikes, I need tools that guarantee that I'm able to get coverage in different areas reliably and quickly. So if I leave this page, I'm able to see my 4 radios here that I can name and allocate to said talk groups. If we click on this first radio, it shows that I have 15 slots available for talk groups. These are each of these slots allow you to have different communication groups, private and secure, all over AES 256 encrypted voice communications.
This can be global too. These talk groups can be global.
Yes, exactly. So if you wanted to have someone in Japan communicating with someone in Alaska, communicating with someone in Australia, all of those users could be talking on the same talk group at once. And all you got to do is click, drag, move that into the slot. As we know, the Icom radios have 15 different slots for you to choose from, and this allows you to quickly and easily guarantee that you have talk group coverage. And there you have it. Just like that, any user within these areas will immediately have coverage provisioned over the air.
Wow.
The moment you step outside, your radios will register and reconfigure with the latest coordinates determined by you, the user. Again, if a disaster strikes in a new area, all you have to do is click and drag. And the moment you step out there, your radios will have instant satellite communication coverage.
That is pretty
Excellent.
cool. That is pretty cool.
One last little thing is, you did speak with Greg Doobie about the Connect product, and don't forget that we can supplement this coverage and also connect it to any other format or protocol that's within the Icom world instantly through our gateway as well. So all this, while we can create instant coverage, we can also tie it back to existing terrestrial communications methods.
I was going to ask about that. So the VEPEG4, your Connect box, that will allow you to connect regular land mobile radio, not regular, but traditional land mobile radios, and push to talk over cellular LTE, and push to talk over Wi-Fi networks,
Wi-Fi,
and the push to talk over satellite all together.
Correct.
So even outside of a disaster scenario, you could still use this technology to deploy your communications all over the world.
Exactly. Connect and do that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, these technologies are great. They supplement and augment your existing radios. And I think it's a great way to have tools like this that enable your communications plans to be redundant and reliable. So as terrestrial networks come up and the radio towers get rebuilt, you can interoperate your satellite communications with those radios using Icom's awesome suite of products in the radio over IP gateway.
Well, thanks a lot, guys. I can see this as being a very helpful and useful critical solution for first responders worldwide. Thanks for watching. To learn more or to discuss a custom solution of your own, contact our experts at WarnerFamilyBrands.com. And while you're there, be sure to subscribe and get more news and views you can use.